This movie begins with a big ship where we meet a girl named Mary, who, together with her brother named Tom, goes in search of their uncle in New York. Mary is very excited since they are about to arrive, but the bad thing is that they realize their uncle is not coming for them. Mary remains optimistic, believing that he will arrive soon, and they also have Caden, the dog, nearby. However, Tom is more distrustful, and as the hours go by, it turns out he was right, as their uncle never arrives. Because of this, they decide to go to the train station, knowing their uncle's address. He needs to sign some papers as soon as possible because if he doesn't, they will be left alone. They embark on their journey, passing through many places. But when they arrive, they find out that their money is not worth anything, especially in this place, since it seems like they come from another country. They start dancing and singing to earn some coins, but no matter how hard they try, they realize they can't even afford a ticket. At the same time, they see a group of kids passing by, so they sneak in among them. Since there are so many children, they can't be counted, and they're all let through. Then they realize that the places are occupied, but luckily, some kind girls leave them a place on the shore. The person in charge of the group believes that they are other passengers and, knowing that they are orphans, she lets them stay in the car. She confesses that she is taking those children to look for new homes since it seems they will be adopted. At that moment, Mary meets a boy named Nick, who is in a wheelchair, and notices that he doesn't play like the others. Mary spends some time playing with the local girls, but the wagon inspector is about to pass by. The girls manage to distract him so that he can't see them, so it seems that they are saved for the moment. The boys are very grateful to her for this. Mary wants to invite Nick to play, but the manager tells her that Nick can barely move, so it seems he can't play with them. At the same time, Tom passes between the cars, where he runs into a bad-tempered man who doesn't seem trustworthy, but Tom just keeps moving forward. He reaches the locomotive since he likes trains, and in an attempt to catch the dog that was being naughty, the drivers discover him. They quickly take him down from there because it is dangerous. However, when they realize that Tom loves trains because his father was a driver, they decide to let him sound the horn, and he even helps them with some things, which makes the boy very excited. Meanwhile, Mary tries to integrate Nick as best she can, and we begin to notice that his mobility is improving. Then they arrive at one of the first destinations, where many of the boys, including Nick, get off. Nick says goodbye to Mary since it seems that he has found his family. However, the bad thing is that the adoptive parents change their minds at the last minute, so Nick returns to the car with the others. At the same time, some of the villain's henchmen arrive, with whom they make a plan to come up with later. Mary spends her time playing with Nick and cheering him up while the boys continue hiding from the inspector. They encounter some small problems, but as always, Tom fixes the situation. The train stops for a while as it seems to be refueling, so Mary and Tom take Nick to see the buffaloes. Mary wants them to go see the buffaloes more closely, and they end up convincing Tom since he sees that Nick also wants to do it. The boys approach the buffalo, and Nick wants to pet one. Mary helps him, and Nick is very excited, believing it is the best day of his life. However, the bad thing is that the train starts to move, and no matter how hard the boys try, it seems they cannot catch it in time. A girl who managed to see them before falling asleep wants to notify the manager, but she is very busy and tells her that she will attend to her in a moment. Tom feels guilty for listening to Mary, but Nick assures him that it's not his fault. Luckily, they see a manual cart that Tom sets out to fix so that they can catch up to the train. Meanwhile, the villain's henchmen enter the carriages, planning to rob and take everyone as hostages. Later, the boys go to their cart but realize that the train has stopped. They notice arrows all over the place, so they take some things and start camping. However, at nightfall, Mary wakes up and realizes that they are surrounded by coyotes. They have to face the coyotes, and Tom manages to distract them while the others take the opportunity to get in the cart. At the same time, the dog helps them fend off the coyotes. The boys manage to get on the cart, and Tom and the dog also get on. But the bad thing is that one of the coyotes also gets on, and it seems that Tom has hurt his foot. Mary is in the sight of one of the coyotes, but at that moment, she manages to distract it and throw it out of the cart. They continue moving, but they run out of water, so they stop to drink more. Tom doesn't seem to be very well on his feet, and Mary tries to help him. Unfortunately, a tribe appears and takes them away. They separate Tom from the others, and Mary fears she has lost him. At that moment, the leader of the tribe arrives, and Mary tries to talk to him by imitating their language. However, she soon realizes that he speaks Spanish perfectly. She also notices that the tribe is kind, and that they have even just treated Tom's injury. Mary learns that the bandits used tricks to try to frame the tribe, which they often do. The leader lets them stay with the tribe, and Tom recovers. The leader introduces them to his granddaughter, Red Moon. That night, they have a dance by the campfire, and Mary helps Red Moon keep the rhythm of the drums. Red Moon imagines dancing with her. The next day, Luna Roja shows them many things they do in this place while Mary helps Tom try them. We also notice that Tom is very interested in Luna Roja and is getting closer to her. As the days pass, Tom seems to have improved, so the tribe directs them to meet the people of the city. They say goodbye and give them an emergency whistle in case they need it. However, they soon run into the villain and his henchmen. Believing they are the good guys, they follow them and are taken to a mine where many people are working. They are made to support the workers by bringing them water. In the mine, they also run into the person in charge of the boys, who is happy to see them. However, Tony Kerr falls and gets into trouble, but luckily another man named Nan arrives and helps them against the villains. At that moment, the villain intervenes and stops everything, sending everyone back to their places. Later, during dinner, they try to figure out how to escape while noticing that the manager and Nan get along very well with each other. The next day, they continue their activities, and we see the manager save Nan from a falling rock, leading to them falling in love with each other. Meanwhile, the boys continue distributing water throughout the mine. They are asked to go to the top to give water to the leader, but since they can't climb up, Nan ends up taking care of it. On the other hand, the leader is counting the gold he has found in the last few days, but he believes it is very little. The leader asks the miners to continue searching with more enthusiasm and gives them a whip to hurry them up. Meanwhile, Tom and Mary, who had just arrived, overhear that in 2 days the mine will be closed and that the villain plans to get rid of everyone. Alarmed, they let the others know and begin to make a plan to escape. They even consider calling the tribe, remembering the special whistle they were given. That night, Mary can't sleep, so Tom sings her a song that their father used to sing before he passed away. They notice that the others are fascinated by the song. This leads to a conversation about why they came to the mine, so Tom and Mary reveal that they were searching for their uncle. They show Nan a photo of their father, and it is then that they find out that Nan is their uncle. Nan explains that he was on his way to the port to meet them, but thieves robbed his train, and he ended up being taken to the mine. The next day, they put their escape plan into action. The boys prepare water mixed with fruits that are bad for the stomach and quickly give it to the ruffians. Soon, all the ruffians need to go to the bathroom at the same time, creating more and more distractions. The boys attempt to escape in a carriage, but the villain realizes what's happening and quickly sends his henchmen after them. A chase ensues between the carriages, and the boys realize they are about to be caught. Luckily, Naya arrives just in time to save the day. She manages to distract the ruffians, allowing the boys to escape. The boys quickly use the special whistle to call the tribe. Shortly after, their dog returns, having brought the authorities with him. At the same time, the tribe also arrives. However, the bad thing is that the guards want to arrest them. Fortunately, the boys manage to tell everyone the truth, clearing their names. Together, they all make a plan where the tribe infiltrates first to open the doors. Now, the exciting part begins. Meanwhile, the villain has everything ready and is preparing to leave, but at that moment, the tribe arrives, and a confrontation begins. The boys manage to reach the cell where the others are held, but they realize they need a key. Tom tries to take it from one of the ruffians, but he realizes it won't be easy. However, with Red Moon's help, they manage to obtain the key and soon free the others. Just as the guards arrive and seem to have the situation under control, the villain traps Mary and uses her as a shield to take the gold. As he tries to escape, the villain is also trapped, but the bad thing is that Mary seems unresponsive. However, she soon remembers Tom's voice, which helps her wake up. She reunites with the others and is praised by the leader of the tribe, who tells her she is very brave and gives her the nickname, Buffalo Kid. Later, everything returns to normal, and it seems that everyone is about to return to their paths. Some are worried about finding a family for Nick, but the person in charge mentions that, together with Nan, they will form a family and want Nick's brothers to be part of it. Nick seems happy with this decision. If you liked the video, here are some more recommendations. Have a great day.